Welcome to Aagard Farms. I'm Nora and the farmer is Jess, and we're happy to have you take a look around. This is our summer squash patch. We grow 150 different things for our community supported agriculture families and for the farmers market. Our motto is we grow good food for our neighbors. There's probably about 14 different kinds of summer squash through here. There is so much more to the world of summer squash than just zucchini. And we grow some neat stuff like patty pans, scallopinis, papaya pear, crooknecks. This is our tomato patch down here, and these are all about 500-foot rows. So there's actually 2 of summer squash here, and there are 4 rows of tomatoes. We have about 12 different kinds of tomatoes cherries in 3 different colors, grape tomatoes, plum paste tomatoes. We do have heirlooms, and then some of the good old prairie producers like Manitoba and Prairie Pride. There is an equal amount of winter squash in the north field. We grow 14 different kinds of winter squash, pie pumpkins as well as carving pumpkins, kabocha squash, butternut squash, acorn, and a number more you may not be familiar with. We've done them in wide rows so the tractor can get down quite easy to keep the centers fairly clean. The tomatoes, we take the small tiller through down the middle, and the farmer has spent quite a bit of time staking them and pruning the tomatoes. We do also have tomatoes and peppers, especially hot peppers like habaneros and things that want a really long growing season in the plastic hoop house. And that way they're a bit more protected from frost, so even if we do get early frost, which is always highly possible in Manitoba, we will still have something to share with our CSA families. That can totally extend the season for us, depending on the weather, into November. And we're hoping to build a couple more next year. They just require a little more maintenance because we have to water. They don't get any advantage from rainwater when and if we do get them. And these are all heat lovers, so they're doing quite well in this hot weather with a little water right now. The summer squash gets so big, I think they kind of shade their own roots, so even though we've been super dry for a couple of weeks, they're still doing okay. And then down past this, there's a couple of different patches of corn and some very large bean patches, because we do also grow about 10 different kinds of beans. Your standard green and yellow wax. We grow the purple. We grow some Romano type, which are big, fat, flat pods, really nice, juicy, tender beans. We grow the true French fillet, which are very delicate little teeny beans in both the green and yellow version. And we have pole beans, also Romano types, big, fat, flat pods, stringless and just lovely. And they're always a little later, so we'll harvest beans for both the farmers markets and CSA for probably about 6 weeks between all the different kinds. And beets and carrots, onions and garlic are up there. There's about 4 acres of 30 different kinds of potatoes up in the north field. The farmer man kind of got into collecting potatoes, and we have a lot of neat, unique as well as some heirloom varieties in potatoes as well. So there's 10, and we custom raise them for people. People have essentially bought their pig, and then they'll go and deal with the processor themselves when we take them in. Yeah, and they're pretty relaxed around people now. Because it used to be you just came to here and said anything, and they'd all get up and run off to the end of the field and stand there and then kind of slowly work their way back. And no growth hormones, no antibiotics, lots of good fresh vegetables. This is a Berkshire pig, and it is a heritage breed. And different meat. It is not a white meat pork like you're used to from the grocery store. It's a dark meat, richer, deeper flavor. We have chickens for eggs, And ours, are, of course, are all chemical free. They don't get any growth hormone or antibiotics or anything like that. We have 5 different kinds here. That's Rocky the rooster, and he's a barred rock. Beautiful bird. He was actually a kid's 4-H project a couple of summers ago, and they didn't want to keep him through the winter. They were looking for a home for him, so we took him in. We have black sex lynx, we have leghorns, we have Isa Browns, and we have a few Americana chickens who lay blue-shelled eggs. Thanks for taking a look around Aagard Farms. We hope you'll come on Open Farm Day. We're going to be roasting up some of our unique varieties of potatoes and some different winter squash. So we'll give you a chance to taste some of our awesome and unusual produce varieties. And you can meet a baby goat, pet a pig. Hope you'll come by for Open Farm Day.